I know you're angry, but we don't have the luxury of playing it safe. Your brother understood that. Mason, we need your help. There's new info in your Guerrilla handbook that will be useful.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Red Faction Guerrilla. I'm your host, Alexander Frost, and this is Episode 2. Well, last we left off, we actually began the game proper, and, well, not so much began the game proper, it's just kind of winged it through Random Week for the first episode. But for this episode, this is mostly going to be information. We're going to go through the Guerrilla handbook first and foremost. I'm going to explain some things, and then maybe we'll actually get to plan an attack against the EDF.
The EDF's hold on each sector varies. Bring up your map to see the control value for each sector. Successfully completing guerrilla actions like raids drives control down. So does destroying EDF property, which is shown in red on your map. We've identified targets that are key to EDF operations. The ones marked as medium importance cause a bigger control drop when destroyed. A few are marked as high importance. Those require some planning before you hit them, and will turn into a hornet's nest when you do. But the payoff is big. Each sector also has missions which are required for liberation. Drop the control to 0, complete all the missions, and the EDF will pull out. If we're going to defeat the EDF, we need the support of the people. To do that, we have to raise morale in each sector. Morale goes up as you complete guerrilla actions, destroy EDF propaganda, and a few other things you'll discover along the way. However, when a colonist is killed, that sector's morale drops, so be careful. As morale in a sector increases, ammo crates will be better stocked and colonists will begin to fight alongside you. Also, the amount of salvage you get for completing a mission will increase if morale in the sector is high. Higher morale means more ammo, more help, and more salvage. 3 crucial elements we need to succeed.
Indeed so. Let's see. Now, the guerrilla actions that we have available right now are going to change as we go across the map. Right now, all we have are Demolitions Master, in which, basically, we have a set amount of time to try and destroy a building with whatever items the particular action provides. We can replay this as many times as we want to try and improve our time, but we can only get rewarded once. Transporter is one of my favorites. According to this, we had an EDF contractor working for us. He stashed intel, weapons, and other gear inside vehicles all around the sector, but the EDF killed him and we've lost track of the vehicles. Luckily, he managed to stash transmitters inside these vehicles, so if you pick up a signal, drive it to a safe house as fast as you can. Some of these vehicles are easy to find and are not terribly difficult to steal and take off with. Others are a little bit more difficult, and in some cases will actually spark the EDF to come chase you, so be careful. As for weaponry, now that we have a chance to look through everything, first off we have the EDF Assault Rifle. This is what the EDF let me try again. The EDF Assault Rifle is what the EDF uses to go from annoying to deadly. These weapons are fully automatic, making them great in a firefight. Unlike the pistol, your aim doesn't have to be accurate to be still effective with the assault rifle. Oh, it doesn't have to be as accurate to still be effective. I can has English! The pistol, which I will not be using because I'm not a fan of the pistol in this game. I don't like its design. Pistols are basic EDF sidearm. They are small and accurate, though only against a single target. Pistols don't have the stopping power of some of the heavier EDF weapons, but they still do the job. You'll also only see them on certain lower-level EDF troops, the ones in blue that look kind of like police officers. Remote charges. Remote charges will stick to any surface and are great for setting traps. You can set multiple charges and they'll explode in the order you place them. Don't forget where you place them, though. Standing near them when it goes off will end your fun real quick. Yes, it will. Don't forget that you can detonate them at any time, even if you're reloading a different weapon, which is what really makes these shine. The Sledgehammer. This is your best friend. The Sledgehammer is a versatile, non-threatening weapon that can smash through just about anything, and no ammo needed. Its silent, powerful attack makes it ideal for thinning EDF ranks without raising the alarm. Here's the thing. While generally speaking, the EDF won't raise suspicion if you happen to be walking around with an assault rifle or anything like that, I generally like to use the sledgehammer just to make it feel a little bit more like I'm being inconspicuous, not drawing attention to myself. And it is true, you can really thin out the ranks by beating on people with this thing. The Red Faction has members in every sector that hide in stock ammo crates. Use them to restock your ammo. As morale goes up, in a sector you will find the crates stocked with more bullets. This is true. The arc welder is a weapon. I do not know if we actually have it or not yet, but we will be getting it. The arc welder is useful in taking out enemies at short range. It lets out an electrical burst that can jump to multiple targets, stunning them and eventually killing them. It will also electrocute anyone inside a vehicle, which makes attacks on convoys a lot easier. If you need to steal a vehicle, this is the way to go. This will absolutely fry any enemy inside of a vehicle and leave the vehicle unscathed for your use. This is especially useful when the EDF decides to start rolling tanks your way. I mean, what better way to stop a group of tanks attacking you than by stealing one, right? Alright, vehicles, which we will... Yes, we're going through all of this, folks. We're going through it all. And we will go through it as new handbook updates show up. You'll see EDF drones patrolling in their scout and staff cars most of the time. These vehicles are small, fast, and often come with a mounted turret on top. If you're ever attacked by one, make sure to kill the turret gunner first, or you won't last long. Heavy transports. To be bluntly honest, the only time I've ever seen one of these that I can recall off the top of my head is actually in the opening cutscene. I almost never see these anywhere else. I've never seen them anywhere else, and I've never gotten the chance to take one. If I have, it was such a rare opportunity. Both EDF heavy transports... Both EDF transports, the supply truck and the APC, hold large amounts of troops and often travel in groups. Watch out for their turrets. The best bet is to attack the enemy from behind as they exit the vehicle. I have seen an actual APC. You'll recognize those once you see them, but never that heavy truck right there, the transport. That just never seen. Tanks! Oh yes. The EDF heavily armored tank have cannons or missile pods as well as turret mounts. If you take a lot of damage, it will take a lot of damage to bring them down, and if you have to fight one, don't take it head on. Attempt to get around it and keep moving. Ambush tactics work best. Aircraft. The EDF gunships can be equipped with machine guns, bombs, and missiles. They are armed to the teeth and rarely travel alone. When you see one, you should probably run. If it isn't an option, then ground-based turrets or rockets are probably your only chance of survival. This is true because most other weapons either lack the range or the power to even do the damage necessary to bring these down. So these will be a problem for us to deal with for a while. Oh boy, background and history. It's been 50 years since the EDF came and rescued everyone from the Dem Ultor Corporation. They were our protectors, but now I don't know where they are, what they are. Earth's economy is dead. The only way the EDF can hope to survive is to strengthen their hold on Mars. We in the Red Faction refuse to be treated like dogs. We're taking back this planet one way or the other. So, essentially, in the first Red Faction game, Mars had not yet been terraformed, and you took the part of a miner who was on Mars, who just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time when Viva la Revolution began, and you got drawn into the conflict. Kind of like here. In Red Faction 2, the mission actually takes place on Earth. Mars has been freed, sort of. But Earth is under an evil dictator. Red Faction 2 was actually the first game in the Red Faction series that I ever got to play. It was also on the PlayStation 2, and I might actually see if I can get a hold of a copy just for fun, because I really did enjoy that game. This is the third game in the series in which we come back to Mars, and Mars is terraformed, and again under EDF control. The fourth game, Red Faction, I forget the name of it, but it's on the PS3 as well. Not as good, from what I've heard, but I still want to play it. Parker Sector. People are trying to make a living, but the EDF doesn't make it easy. In Parker, a person can mine for themselves without answering to the corporations, but they still gotta sell the ore to the EDF processing plant. It's just another way the drones oppress the people. Dust Sector. Dust is where you live and work if you don't mind for the corporations, or more likely, if you're employed by them, or don't mind the corporations. The Amrukuo Corporation has its hands in mining and manufacturing in this sector, while the EDF controls the chemical depot to the south. 2 wind farms are the main source of power to the sector, both controlled by the EDF. Oasis. This is populated by office workers and artisans along with factory workers. Oasis has a number of stores and upscale homes that bring a sense of sophistication to the outer sectors. They're not as oppressive in Oasis, but the EDF still has hold over important parts of the sector, like the power plant. Also, this is the only sector that looks green and anything like it might have normal plant life you'd find on Earth. The Badlands are a wasteland of harsh terrain and scrap. For whatever reason, the EDF set up their largest outpost out here. Most people think that they're looking for something out there, and the high concentration of marauder activity in the sector makes it extremely hostile. I also think that the Badlands being the largest of all the sectors, it kind of makes sense that the EDF would have the biggest presence here. Or one of the biggest presences here. The other thing to take into consideration with the Badlands is it's not a place you see a lot of civilians. There's not a lot of civilian homes or anything like that. So it makes sense that they would have that base out there because you don't have to worry about random attacks or anything. If civilians show up, chances are they're probably there to try and be attackers, trying to go after the base or something. But anyways, the Free Fire Zone, which we will not be going into. Most of the other sectors I just spoke of, I think we can go into without worrying about being attacked, but the Free Fire Zone is dangerous. The Free Fire Zone is the buffer between us and the outer sector of Eos. The EDF won't hesitate to bomb anyone foolish enough to wander inside. An artillery base to the south watches the road at all times, so don't enter the area unless you have a damn good reason. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. The Eos sector is the prize sector of the EDF. All the greatest advancements in Martian living are seen here, though often nowhere else. Business executives, scientists, high-income families, and the EDF controls them all. The biggest crock in the Martian Council. The biggest crock is the Martian Council in Hendricks Hall. They claim to work for us, but they're all on the EDF's leash. Make no mistake, anything that happens in EOS is approved by the drones. My English is bad today. I'm sorry, guys. Now, the Marauders are an interesting bunch. Who are they and where they came from isn't clear, but every effort to answer those questions has always come to a grisly end. The only thing we know about them is that they are scavengers. Materials for their vehicles and weapons come from the scrap they find lying around. If you see them, don't try to be a hero. Run like hell. Marauders just kind of pop up every once in a while. When you see them on your minimap, they'll appear as purple. They will attack EDF troops, but they'll also attack you. So, it's kind of nice to see them if they start attacking EDF on their own, but if you're the only person on the map, chances are they're gunning for you. Why? Don't know. They just don't like people. Alright, and this is just basic controls and whatnot, so we won't actually go through this. Let's see. Blast from the past. Collect the hidden radio text to uncover the location of Ultor-era bombs. There are special bombs scattered around the map, and we have to find tags from previous employees of Ultor. If we get enough of them together, we find the location of a bomb. Once we get one of these bombs, we can put it in a car, and then we can take that car to a specific location, destroy the car, and release one hell of an explosion. So kind of an interesting way of, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I may or may not go after them because they're kind of out of the way type things. And then, of course, from here we can look at our cinematics, but we won't do that today. It's been about 15 minutes, so we've looked through the handbook. It's time to move on. As it stands, the EDF has pretty hard control over the area. That is a guerrilla action. Now, when on the map, guerrilla actions will appear as these green circles. If it's in a section of the map that you have not actually cleared yet, it will appear as a sledgehammer. But once you've cleared it, it will appear as one of the others. Now for today, I believe what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do this first mission, then probably do a couple of these guerrilla actions just to kind of get accustomed to everything. Or maybe, no, wait, we'll do the guerrilla actions first, because that will actually up our morale. Oh, you know what would help? If I marked its location on my map so I can get there.
Disorganized and in its final death throes. Having eliminated the guerrilla's base of operations, General Roth anticipates a swift resolution of the conflict.
Wish I had something to drink. Now, these black crystals here, if these are mineable points, there you go. Oh no, buildings marked in red are EDF owned. Destroying them drops EDF control, blah 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 blah. Yes, yes. Anyways, you destroy these. There are 300 points of ore all across the map. They will produce salvage for us, which is good. They always drop 2 red crystals. Also, we can unlock various achievements from mining certain numbers of them, so it always pays to break them. Now, there are several ways that you can do this. You can use your sledgehammer, of course. Oh, my controls are a little wonky there. Nope, looks like that was it. You can also try destroying them with explosives and breaking them by running them over with a vehicle, what have you. So, off we go. I'm just going to run this one, because it's not terribly far away. Now, if you run for long enough, the Red Faction will actually send out vehicles to try and you know, help you. Be like, oh, why are you running? Here, we'll give you a vehicle so you can run, but you can basically capture any vehicle that's not in the control of an EDF person. Alright, here we go. Here is our first guerrilla action.
To do this job right, pay attention to your surroundings and use what's in front of you. Oh, and make sure you're out of the blast radius.
It's also kind of a helpful way to teach you how to use the various explosives in the game. So in this case, it's teaching us that we have about 3 minutes. I'm going to put these down here. Yes, running would actually be the best way to do this. We've only got one shot to make this work right, because if we end up, well, not doing it right, we've only got, we don't have a sledgehammer is what I'm trying to say. So if we mess this up, then, you know, the pistol we have is not going to be sufficient to do the job. Now, every time we do these missions, there's always a par time that we can reach. There's a completion time, just, you know, finishing it within the allotted time, and then a par time, which has been determined by the developers. If we can make it within that par time, we'll actually get a bonus. Now, I very rarely get the par times, so generally, I don't worry about them. Alright, that should do it for now. I was hoping for a... See, I was hoping for a chain of explosions here. Clearly the game does not want to work with me on that, that's fine. Oh, don't be close there. Alright, looks like we're gonna need a couple more. I sense that the building is close to break. Right there should do it. I need to get out now, thank you. Oh, that's gotta be enough. Really? Oh, that was it. So my time was 2 minutes and 23 seconds. The goal was 3 minutes. The pro time was 1 minute. Now, I could come back and try and do this again, but I'm not going to bother. Now, I'm pretty sure that should have helped my morale at least a little bit. Right? Or did that just give me salvage? I think it just gave me salvage. Okay, and if you look on the map, you can actually see, Oh, I can't get up there from here, can I? Come on, you can get up there. You know what? I could probably get up there if I had a vehicle. Let's go get a vehicle. Oh, look, there's a vehicle. And for some reason, like, the last vehicle you stole, acquired, whatever, will appear. Even if it is a, you know, EDF vehicle, which is kind of nice. Alright, off you go. Get up there. Get up there. You know what would probably help? I have a sledgehammer, after all. Alright, now can you get through? Come on. You can also mine using your car. Like, literally just run over a mine deposit. Kind of funny. I also realized that there was an opposite way I could go. Oh well. You live and you learn, right? Yeah, these guys. These are the guys... Yeah. These guys are the ones that are armed primarily with pistols. So no, as I was saying, these mining points appear as little purple dots on the map. If you've already mined... If you haven't mined them, rather. Yeah, don't mind them. They're all... They're grumpy. But if you are in an area where you're not supposed to be, like approaching a base or something like that, they will actually give you warnings and be all like, dude, you need to get out of here, or we're gonna start some shit. And if you don't leave, they will start some shit. Oh, I lost that. Oh well, it's fine. Let's go and do the other. The other guerrilla action, and then we will actually do the mission.
Keep talking, miner.
I'm not saying anything. I'm getting in my vehicle and I'm leaving. See? Watch out. I'm gonna hit you. And if Parker seems like a pretty small sector, well, it's the first sector in the game. It's kind of a tutorial area. It's very small, very simple. You know, that's a high importance target. I will be dealing with that eventually, but not now. Why did I hit that button? Because I'm silly, that's why. Is this the one I think it is? Yeah, I think it is.
With the right tools, you can make an impossible task look easy. And then afterwards, you can talk about how awesome you are.
Those communication towers are, important. I missed. Come on, adjust. There it goes. A little more. Left. Right. Wait, did I take out that tower? There we go. I'm sure there's someone who's got a much better hard time here on me, but, or pro time rather. Yeah, 16 seconds. But for some missions like these, 2 guerrilla actions completed. Or additive, which means I can get more salvage from them. Sweet. Oh, this rocket launcher is here. Now you might think, oh, I can just... oh, no, wait. It's about to disappear, isn't it? No, it is here. You think, oh, I could just sit up here and cause havoc. Nope, you can't aim far enough to the right. You can't. You can shoot at targets on the road, though. Well, I think it's time we do our first mission. Second mission, technically. Actually, it might be a better idea. There's not enough time, I just realized, and it's a better idea if I go back and evaluate what I've got. Or I could do something incredibly stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna do something really stupid. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I thought I was, but I'm not. I was going to attack this and try and get some points off, and then run like hell to get back to base, but it's actually a better idea if I go after this destruction target, this processing plant first. I'll hit that on my way back, and then run to the safe house. That's what I'll do. Because I don't have the equipment necessary to take on such a big target yet. I will, though. Sorry. Sorry. Alright, folks, this is how not to introduce yourself. How not to do an action. What I'm doing here is not stealthy, it's not safe. Do. Oh, hey. Hello. And now things have gone from green to orange. They are not happy with me. Oh, I forgot. Well then. Ah, crap. I forgot those pipes were there. Pipes are still there. Who's shooting at me? You? Get up that hill. Get up that hill. You'll have to excuse me a moment. I can't actually get through this damn pipe. It's in my way. Thank you. So I've been playing Earth Defense Force 2025 the last several days, so I'm trying to use those controls to play, and it's not working. Yeah, now a colonist has joined the fight. Don't join the fight, son! No, I probably shouldn't, Okay, come on now, this is getting stupid. Break. Dude, you walked in front of my hammer. That was not my fault. Oh wait, you're EDF. Hi there. And while we're causing trouble, destroying propaganda? Yep, that's one way to make the EDF mad. Oh, I'm being shot at from below. Oh, they're mad. destroying the property. Oh, break that. Okay, now where's the safe house? It's still marked. I gotta find a vehicle and run. Because they are mad. They are at max anger right now. Oh, crap. I can't go this way. Yes, I can. Just gotta dig my way through. Excuse me, pardon me, don't mind me, just running for my life. Now, if it seemed like I got away pretty easily, it's because, again, it's Parker Sector. It's the first area of the game. It's not supposed to be terribly difficult. Once you make it to a safe house, whatever alert level you are at automatically goes back down to green, so remember where the safe houses are. And the last thing we're going to do in this level...
Don't believe what they tell you on the news kiosk.
Okay, last thing we're going to do here is do some upgrades. Alright, an ore additive. I will... an extra two extra salvage? Yep. Every little bit helps.
That should help out.
I do not have enough to get the arc welder yet. But that's okay. What I will get is more remote charge ammo.
You can thank me later. See what a little salvage can do for you?
Alright, and that will do it for this episode, boys and girls. Now that I've nearly killed myself, however many dozens of times.
God, I've almost forgotten.
So next time we will actually begin that mission proper and see about attacking that high-value target. Hopefully. So until next time, everyone, thanks for watching.